I'm going to walk you through the assembly and the troubleshooting section on the Blastback automatic pop-up targets. Right here I have our 9mm to 30-06 high caliber Blastback target that I'm going to show you how to put together. The 22 model, the 38 to 44 handgun, and the 9mm to 30-06 all assemble basically the same way, so it's very easy. So I'm going to show you on this model right here. First thing you want to do when you pull everything out of the box, I'll go through kind of a parts list with you. You're going to have 4 legs. The front legs themselves are actually going to have this deflection angle piece on them right here. So that's how you know these 2 are your front legs. These 2 are your rear legs. You're going to have 2 ground stakes that on these front legs right here you can put through. Sometimes depending on what kind of ground you're shooting on, sometimes you use the ground stakes, sometimes you don't. It's kind of your decision. On the front here, there's this long piece that is the deflection plate on the front. Front is the just kind of this flat part right here. You'll see these 2 pieces. You know that's the rear that goes towards the target. And then you have these brackets right here, 2 bolts, and then a couple wing nuts that are going to hold on this front deflection shield. So everything's pretty easy with these targets. Nothing really too much that goes into assembling it. First thing I like to do is just kind of roll this target over on on the front right there. I know these are going to be my 2 front legs because they've got this angle piece on them. So I'm going to actually put this in with that angle piece facing out towards the front there, towards the shooter. I'm going to take that thumb screw and just tighten it up. Take this other one, slide it in, tighten that thumb screw. Now you want these 2 pieces right here to be facing out towards the shooter as well. And then same thing with the rear, except you want these to be facing away from the shooter. So it gives that target a lot of kind of a wide stance, a lot of surface area there to sit on the ground. So those 2 rear legs, same thing. Just slide those in, make sure they're all the way in. Tighten up the thumb screw. Make sure that you do have that thumb screw loose enough so that you can slide that leg all the way in. Alright, and that's the leg system right there. Pretty simple. The deflection plate, what you're going to want to do here is first start with these 2 bolts. Take one of them here. You're actually just going to put it up through your 2 tabs. Oop. Your tab here, you're going to slide that over that bolt. And then you don't have to tighten down this wing nut yet. You're just going to get it started just like that. Same thing on the other side. Going to go right up through here. Grab this tab, slide it on there. Take that wing nut. I just can't do that today, can I? There you go. And then you don't have to tighten that down again. You just kind of get that started. Okay, now what you want to do is leave those kind of turned to the side like that. You're going to grab your deflection plate on the front. Make sure that flat piece, you've got 2 kind of pieces of angle iron right here on the back. That's what rests against the back of the trap. So that flat piece is what's going to face you, the shooter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these. Let me turn this. You're going to take these and you're going to turn these so it sits right over that tab right there on the back. And then with your hand here, you can just take this wing nut and just tighten this down on those tabs. Doesn't have to be super tight. Just kind of make sure as you're tightening it, that tab stays in the right place. And then just tighten that down. You do the same thing on the other side there. Just tighten down on that wing nut. And that's all you have to do. That's basically all the assembly that you need to do on the Blastback targets, both the 22, the 38 to 44 handgun model, and this one that I have here, which is the 9mm to 30-06, the high caliber model. The 22 model is actually going to have 4 targets, 3 red targets, and then a black reset target. Both the 38 to 44 handgun model and the 9mm to 30-06 model are going to have 3 targets, 2 knockdown targets and a reset target. The handgun model, these 2 targets are going to be yellow. On the high caliber model, these 2 targets are going to be red.